Hello, Internet, and welcome back to our newest inclusion of the Elegance Shroomomatic universe, Elegance and Vigilance. Thanks for hanging out with us this Thursday afternoon, evening. Is it technically evening right now? Because
Technically still evening.
the sun is still like beating through my window right now. So yeah, we're gonna call it evening. Yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. There we go. Some housekeeping things. You're here, so you can look below our faces and see our schedule, all the times that we go live, including our next stream, which will be Saturday for our Saturday double header. Saturday at 11 o'clock Eastern for some good old Saturday morning D&D. Van runs that. I'll let him talk about it. And then after that, we've got some purslings. And what do you know? Val runs that, so I'll let them talk about that. That'd be great. But yeah, definitely come join us for all those shenanigans. And as we were talking about before stream, we also occasionally have, some unscheduled streams that pop up, for some psyche crushing, soul walk, nuzlocke, Pokemon runs, those sorts of things that make me just sad every time I watch, but they're just really satisfying at the same time. So, join our Discord, check out when we, throw those out live. Otherwise, very excited to jump back in this evening. I'll let my amazing players introduce themselves. Please tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and tell us who you are playing tonight and all of the various descriptors that go along with them. And I believe we start with Van.
It's me. Hello, I'm Van. You can find me on the internets at Savvy Seaworth, pretty much wherever you can find people on the internets. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Hive Social, but mostly I am hanging out in the GGK Discord, shit posting, and occasionally actually contributing to a conversation. But you can mostly find me live on this channel Thursdays through Mondays, either playing in games or running them. Like Sid mentioned, I run Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock Eastern time, and we are currently doing The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. So come hang out with us at the carnival where nothing has gone wrong and nothing ever will.
I don't believe him.
You shouldn't. And then on Sunday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/LBHack'emUp, playing Monster of the Week, and soon to be playing at Dungeons & Dragons. Again, tonight, I am playing Ezekiel Clawthorn, the Forge Cleric, who masquerades by night as Forge, because he's a clever, clever boy, the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Next up's Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown, lurking around the internet. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays, playing running games. As was mentioned before, I run a game on Saturdays called Ward 47, where we play Parslings at 5 o'clock Eastern time. And then on Monday, I run a game called Red Jenny, where we play the Dragon Age TTRPG at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Both those games are a ton of fun. Some familiar faces there too, so come join us for both of those. And then yeah, I'm half of the chaos along with RJ for the Nuzlocke thing that we haven't scheduled when our next one is going to be. And RJ, I'm still mad at you for killing my Lugia. Like within 10 minutes of getting it. So all right, today I'm going to be playing Jean Verdot, who is Maven, who is an artificer and an outlaw.
Yeah. Next is Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, OMG, it's some guy on the internets. Mostly I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays. If it's a Tuesday, I'm either running our Masks game, Squire Squad. They're at homecoming, and a rogue AI just locked them all in the gym and is releasing something through the vents. And opposite Tuesdays from that is our Stars Without Number game, Escape Velocity, where I am playing a bunny boy himbo. And then Sunday nights, I'm also over on LB Hack'emup's channel in the shenanigans there. But for this game, I am playing Blythe Turner, aka the Purple Ooze, who is a bugbear monk and an agent.
Yeah. Wally's up next.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wall, your favorite non-binary. It's my best friend on the internet. You can find me on Twitter at WALLE13U2. Like the cute little Disney robot talking about my hyperfocus. Currently, it is Borderlands 3 because I just have way too much free time on my hands, and I'm gonna beat this whole game. You can find me every Thursday through Monday here on this channel playing in the games that everyone has already talked about. Tonight, I will be playing Lucien Clawthorn, aka Black Saad, the Blood Hunter, Vigilante. Yeah, that's it.
And last but not least, AJ.
Hey yo, it's your boy. Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Husha Kid. You can find me on the 3 T's of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid. I'm a bunch of different stuff that I will definitely say at the end because I'm not looking at my script. Tomorrow you can find me over on Critical Misses at 9 p.m. EST for Season 3 of The Lost Frontier, where I'm going to be playing my anxiety... Well, he's not really anxiety-filled anymore as much, because it is 30 years since the last season. And I will be playing Dr. Tixel Tix, who is now an ambassador?
Damn, he went to therapy.
He did
So
go
you're
to
sa-
therapy. He
So
did
proud
go
of
to
him.
therapy.
Or we just have to wait 30 years and the
Or
anxiety
you just have
leaves.
to wait 30
Yeah.
years to get rid of your anxiety.
Clock's ticking on that, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm still
It's,
waiting, so I want my
Look.
money back.
It's been 40 years and I'm still dealing with mine, so.
Some people are just lucky, I guess. I guess you have to be an alien. And also, I'm playing a secondary character in Lost Frontier. I can't tell you much about him because I don't know much about him because I still need to create him. So, but
I thought you were gonna say like the DM, is keeping something for. No, okay.
But tonight you can find me as Virgil Oloro, also known as the Gold Gryffin, who is the only human monk, also a bounty hunter.
And I will be your Fae-cilitator this evening for our good society with D&D just smushed in there. I'm Shanice Sid. You can find me on Twitter at Greek Sid, a lot of other places on the internet, except for IG, where I'm Girl Karma. God damn you, young Sid. I'm also here Thursday through Mondays, mostly playing in games, except for this one, which we're gonna get started right now. I know, long live Dad. But Alex, for inspiration at the top of the game, would you mind ever so much giving us a recap of the last session?
Sure. So, last session, which was the first session, so if you're watching this on a VOD, you should go back and watch that if you haven't already. It's only like get in now before there's so much of a backlog that it becomes a daunting task. But previously on Elegance and Vigilance, I almost said the wrong thing because my file title is still Elegant Suffering.
There's a lot of elegant things that we've had, so this is very fair.
Yep. We find ourselves in the coastal city of Foxhay, which is a duchy run by Georgiana and Annalise Juliet Sotheby. I think I got those names correct. And we open on the rooftops as the sun is setting. We start with a 7-foot tall, buff bunny person, Forge, who is preparing for an evening of activities. He spends a contemplative moment playing his homemade lyre, and as the sun fully sets, hops down into his forge and puts on his suit of adamantine with the white gear symbol of his deity on the forehead. Elsewhere in the city, his brother, Lucien, looks out from the window of the morgue that he is in, sipping some tea. He also starts donning his own gear, which includes some pistols. And as he is preparing, his mentor, Ms. Maria Shelley, who is a half-orc woman in her 50s in a wheelchair, essentially tells him to do some good work out there. And that there is some... tells him about the inciting incident about a shipment of black powder that has gone missing en route to the fireworks factory down at the Cliffside Industrial District. Meanwhile, my character has excused himself early from the evening of polite society. They were playing Pharaoh. He doesn't know Pharaoh. He knows poker. That's a rich person's card game. And descends into the secret tunnels underneath his manor and finds that he has a mission waiting for him from his valet Alfredo. Also to track down this missing powder shipment. I change into my own outfit and head out down the cliff. Elsewhere, we find Virgil, who is leaving a party, promising that he will be back next time and sing many a song with them. But for now, is heading out into the city towards Fox Run Bridge and speaks with an associate? We don't know yet, named Chestnut, who also informs Virgil about the missing powder keg shipment, but also seems to indicate that Chestnut may have some other buyers lined up if he should come into possession of said shipment. Meanwhile, in Silverden, which is the summer vacation quarter of the city, we see a woman leaving her rental home for the evening. But a few minutes later, that same woman returns, saying that she forgot something, and the doorman lets her back in. Once up in that apartment, the woman changes shape to reveal Maven, the changeling. Thief might be too petty a word. We'll see. But Maven helps themselves to various trinkets in the rich person's home, as well as a very fancy painting, which they secure away in a little painting carrier thing. And Maven comes across some coded correspondence, also detailing the missing powder shipment. Maven then prepares one of their potions and strolls out across the city, using a potion of flight to leisurely stroll around. Maven comes across the brothers, Lucien and Zeke, who are now in their Forge and Black Saad garbs, and decides to engage in after being spotted by Forge, decides to engage in conversation with them, and the three of them begin looking for the where the missing shipment went off to. Meanwhile, the monks of the party, soon to be party, find each other and start looking through various warehouses to see, this shipment went missing, but it has to have gone somewhere. And so we go searching for that. And we, the trio found a secret tunnel where the wagon went missing and followed it to a through some old mine shafts in the underneath the city, and eventually got to a hatch where, upon listening closely, they heard what sounded like two people waiting who were expecting a buyer to show up. That also happened to be the same warehouse that Golden Gryffin and Purple Ooze found. And Golden Gryffin decided to just stroll on in and offer them a chance to surrender, but they both drew their crossbows on him, which he said, "Well, if you're gonna aim those at me, you better not miss."
Excellent. Inspiration. As I always say, get you and Alex and your party to take excellent notes. Thank you. So, I believe that's an excellent place to begin. Um, Go Gryffin. You have two somewhat spooked looking bandit types aiming their crossbows at you.
Come on.
Are you honestly asking me to shoot you?
I'm saying if you're picking up a crossbow, you better not miss.
When I have it, and I think you want what I have. So
Yeah, that is quite the conundrum here, isn't it? So,
unless you do something threatening, though, I don't.
I take a step forward.
Okay, we're gonna begin. I guess that's what we're doing then. Please roll initiative.
God. 8.
I'll go ahead and say again, as the rest of the rest of the assembled masked folks are within the vicinity. Let's just all go ahead and roll initiative, shall we?
Yeah. Purple Ooze would have been trying to find another way in to flank as Golden Gryffin was distracting them from the front. Oh, that's not great.
Question.
Alrighty. What's initiative, friends?
13.
5 over here.
Jeez,
Damn, John.
Crow, John.
Got 5. I got a 13.
21.
Woo!
8.
8.
Jean knew the fight was gonna happen before you did.
I knew that shit before I entered the room.
I got one more left.
I got a, what did I say again? 15.
15.
Everyone's gonna go before me. Except for Blythe.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone is gonna go before you.
Question: how many crates are in the room? Is it only one, or is it like a couple?
It's a full warehouse, so there is a shit ton of stuff here. The crates that they are standing by near this hatch, there are 4 of them. The ones that are currently stamped with the logo of the local black powder vendor, the Powder Cake. This is not... We need... That's what we need. Top of the round will be Maven.
Sweet, I've got nothing to do right now. I mean, I'm hearing what's going on up top because we were all kind of like up against the thing. Okay. Sure. Why not?
The shittiness of going first.
You want to switch initiatives?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I think is this hatch, because we looked out, we peeked through the top.
Yes.
Where are we in positioning to where everything else is happening? Up top?
Where
do we
you
have some
are-
distance?
Yes. So the front entrance is sort of... If you're facing the front of the building near this entrance, the crate and the bandits, and therefore your hatch, are off to the left. So vaguely where you saw where the hatch was, you didn't have one of the big crates over it. They were off to the side of the hatch. But yeah, I would say within 40, 50 feet of each other from the front door to the... where the crates and your hatch are.
Okay, so would I be coming up behind these fellas?
Depends on where they're standing near the hatch.
Okay. boy,
I would give you a free stealth check if you wanted to.
I would
quietly
like
do
to
so.
sneak. I would like to sneak out. I was debating whether I wanted to use my action to stealth, but I'm fine either way. So yeah, I'll roll stealth. It's not my best. Yep, there's my 6. Yeah,
All
so I
right.
think John starts to is like, I've got this. Starts to pop out through the top. My flight has completely ended now, so I'm just climbing out through through the top there.
I'll say you at least like get halfway up the hatch, like climbing the little ladder that goes upward before the second bandit hears, sort of the scratching of wood on the end of this opening and wheels around with their crossbow trained at you.
Just
There's
pops
more!
up. Pops up. Oh, hello there. And
Did they just Obi-Wan it?
yes.
I knew that!
I'm gonna fucking cast a firebolt at that dude as we
Okay.
come up. I think Jean sees us like, oh, that didn't work, and grabs their shield, which actually I haven't described this yet. Essentially, it's like a pallet, like with the paint splashes on the top. It's like a lot of like smeared dried paint on it, and pulls out a paintbrush as well, and will sort of paint in the air as it forms this like red triangle in the air, which then solidifies into a beam of fire, which they fire at the first bandit.
All right.
And that is a 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that will most assuredly hit.
And that is 20 points of fire damage.
Jeez, crow.
Jeez.
Sorry?
You?
As 20 points, it's 2d10 because we're 5th level, right? I don't have that
Yes.
wrong. And then I get to add +5 to any damage rolls when I as an alchemist when I'm doing elemental damages. So
5?
yeah, I get to add my intelligence modifier to it. So
Please describe how you incinerate this person.
So again, pops up and sees that's like, oh no, and just paints the triangle. The beam of fire hits them, but again, the fire itself doesn't look like real fire. It kind of has like a again, sort of like an abstract kind of painted element to it. As it hits them, it kind of washes around them. I think there's got to be like a moment where they're kind of confused as to what just hit them, and then suddenly they're just engulfed in flames. You just see the charred bit underneath as they run around in circles, and then
Was this at the one that had been sort of bantering with Gold Gryffin?
this
or
is
the one
whoever
that had
turned
wheeled
around
on you?
and
Okay.
called out at me.
Great. Your path to get the rest of the way out of this hatch is not impeded.
know we're here. Just by the way.
I'm sorry. I know we talked about this last. Do I recognize Maven as a bounty hunter?
Oh yeah, you're a bounty hunter. I didn't remember because
Yeah, me.
We talked
me and
about it with-
Forge
who did we talk
me and
about
Forge
it
are
last
both
time?
bounty hunters.
okay. Probably.
I know that Purple Ooze had made a roll and was not aware of.
Yeah, I know Black
Maven.
Saad was, and Forge was not. Because Forge, you rolled, right?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I'm fine with saying Golden
I
Griffin
knew
does.
everyone knew who Forge was.
Yes.
Uh, I believe that Purple Ooze knew who Gold Gryphon was, but I
Purple
don't think.
Ooze knows the bounty hunters. Yeah,
Yes.
because of the
Okay.
agency.
You may. I'm fine with saying because I don't remember what the role was. I'm fine with saying that like maybe we've never met, but maybe like just descriptions and stuff you might have gotten from people
Just
that
take out my wanted posters.
Yeah. Just hold on.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wanted
Hold on.
Rolodex.
I keep them in my wallet. Just one
Hold
moment.
on. Hold on. Give me a sec.
It's like a big old like carpet sample book.
Hold on.
Because Maven, I mean, I think Maven's calling card is that they steal art and they are very, they do like art based stuff. So I just used a paintbrush to cast a spell. You can use 2 and 2, put 2 and 2 together on that one. But yeah, Maven will move out of the way of the hatch and let the bigger folks hopefully come through and block any sort of retaliation.
In that moment, I think, I'm sorry, Gryffin, the person that just popped out from behind them and incinerated their buddy, may actually become more of a target in this moment as, next up.
Oh no.
The other bandit wheels around and goes, Jeremy! And will immediately shoot out at Maven with their
That was
crossbow.
Jeremy. Damn it, they owed me 5 gold.
That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Misses.
In their grief, the shot goes a little wide and sort of wings off of like
Just
your
like
arm or
shield.
something.
Yeah, it's just, whoa, that misunderstanding, I'm sure.
Yeah, he will try to dart around to the side to get a better vantage point for this attack that is apparently coming upon him and his now vanquished friend. Who had the 15?
I did.
All right. Like Saad, you're up.
Like he hears all that from down, he goes, sigh. And he jumps up out of the hatch and he lands
Did
in
you just say shot thigh?
He jumps up out of the hatch and he lands in a crouch, and you see like those 2 red eyes like narrow in the darkness of the cowl. And he pulls out the 2 pistols. One pistol has carved in the side of it, Gond is in heaven. And the other pistol has carved in the side of it, Nebulander saves, as he points one of them at the one that ran for cover and fires a shot at that one.
Do you have a Jesus Saves bumper sticker on your gun?
Whoa, Nebulander is way cooler than Jesus. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, really.
But it's actually just the equivalent of a Jesus Saves
It's the
bumper
equivalent. It's the
sticker.
equivalent of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
That is a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah. That
freaking
is.
Christ.
That's 13 points of. That's no, not 13. 6 points of damage.
Ouchies.
I feel like Gold Gryffin is just like sees Black Saad and hears Forge is like, oh great, the brothers are here.
The bandit audibly, cries out in pain while scurrying to get a little bit of cover, but you definitely connect.
And for my bonus action, fire with the other pistol. Does a 16 hit?
It sure does.
15 points of damage.
Yeah, how would you like to obliterate this other bandit?
After the first shot wings him in the shoulder, he then turns around and he points the second gun at them, aims it, and says, "Hope is fleeting, much like the end of your life. Use these last moments to think about the things you've done. That's enough." And he fires.
Yes, with his life's blood oozing out of his mouth, he falls limp to the floor. I believe the next one up The 13, was that Forge?
Yes.
Forge, you're up.
I'm gonna pop out. Is there anyone else in here?
You see 2 corpses and a couple of somewhat familiar faces and 4 large crates.
Oh. Well done.
Yes. Well done.
I suppose
to
these will
keep
be
them
coming with
alive.
us. Though I had a thought while I was in the hatch. Perhaps next time we don't immediately set off blasts of fire and gunshots around crates of black powder.
My accuracy is impeccable.
Oh, there's black powder in those.
Anything else for Forge?
We're taking the crates? Are we taking them, or are we just sort of flagging them and saying, hey, we found them?
I think we're flagging them and saying we found them.
Cool. I'll shut the hatch. Then lock it behind me.
Anything else?
I don't know what else I would do. I guess I'd look around to see if there's anybody, like, hiding in here.
Not hiding, but if that is the end of your turn,
I guess.
the rest of you, I assume, begin to pile out of where you are as the front of the warehouse opens and 4 other individuals
All right.
walk in. Yeah, we weren't out of combat yet, friends. You just obliterated the first 2 that happened to be the highest in initiative.
I guess
Sucks to be them.
I guess I could have readied an action.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
You see these 4 individuals, 2 at the front, looking around, seemingly having heard, the 2 gunshots that just went off and a little bit of a commotion, have rushed inside, with 2 more behind them, look around and see the 5 of you standing around the crates. One of the front runners, sort of a tabaxi with an eye patch, all black, with some streaks of gray, barks out to the 2 humans behind him and says, "Secure the package." And he will, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You all look, rather dangerous, I suppose. But I suppose the closest still by the door would be Gold Gryffin, so...
Can I use my readied action to just throw an axe at him?
Yes, you absolutely may.
Oh! Look out, Gryffin!
Heads up!
Throw an axe. Just throw a quick axe. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Just throwing a quick axe, NBD.
It's a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits, yes.
Okay, it's not gonna be as much damage as the other ones we're doing. Well, I rolled a 6, so that's 9 slashing damage to that guy.
Ouchies.
But that's it.
He cries out and then does the badass move of just looking in your general direction, staring at you, and then slowly removing the axe from his shoulder.
I am going to need that back.
Oof. That looks painful.
You should take care of that before it gets infected.
If you want it, come and get it. As he pulls out a scimitar. And
Because I know what AJ wanted to do, and I can see the hope leaving his eyes.
It was more of just like, and pulls out a scimitar, and I was like, I was hoping you were gonna say gun, because that's how it sounded like, but
not everyone around here has a gun, okay? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of black powder around, but not everybody has guns. Jesus. Yeah, I think we'll charge toward Forge.
Well, once again, looks at me, about to attack me, or runs past to go attack someone else.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
That's a natural 20, Forge.
That's fine.
Does he run past me?
Doesn't
Yeah,
your
you're welcome
armor
to take attack of
negate
opportunity if you
crits?
like. He
It
seems
does, yeah.
vaguely pissed at having a huge axe thrown at him, so...
Nah, I'm not gonna hit him. I'll let him go.
I just didn't want to interrupt the question. Yeah, my armor negates crits, so it's just a regular hit.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, it would have been 18 points of damage, but it shall only be 9 points of slashing damage. And were you going to take an attack of opportunity, Gold Gryffin?
Nah, Forge is fine.
We understand each
Imagine
other.
you're about to draw your weapon, you're like, hey, it's good.
This is like... eh.
Oh.
Nine.
Oh, yes, he does get a multi-attack. So, yeah, now that he's up in your grill, he'll take another slash at you with his offhand. I don't think that's going to hit, though. That is just a 14 to hit. That's
No,
just
not even
gonna-
close.
Not even scratch off of your
Big
adamant
Boy's AC is 20.
armor. Yeah.
Damn.
No way.
Big beefy boy.
Big old beefy boy. But that will be our captain.
Sorry,
here.
it just struck me probably how long it takes Forge to make armor for himself. That's so much metal. He's so heavy.
The metal.
Finally, Gold Gryffin, finally, one of the two bandits at the front door sees what's the most sensible thing. Attack the person closest to me. And he will pull his crossbow. And actually someone takes a shot at you. Look at that.
Shoot me.
Fucking shoot me! That's gonna be... Oh, sorry, no, that was with his crossbow. It's the same amount. Does a 19 connect?
19 does connect.
Ouchies.
Oh no. Oh no. He shot me.
All right. So yes, someone finally shot you and pierced your abdomen for 7 points of piercing.
Oh
damage.
no, he doesn't. I grab the arrow.
Ah, goddamn monk!
I grab the
I
arrow,
think-
and I
Do
don't
you have to
even
roll
have to.
for it?
I don't because I have a. It's a D10 plus 9. So
9
yeah.
plus 9.
Mine's
How do you
only
get
a
the plus
8.
9?
It's
Something.
Dex plus your level.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It's
All
plus
right.
9.
Okay,
Sorry.
please describe how you effortlessly pluck this out of the air.
I think Gold Gryffin like watches the captain just run past him and is like, oh man. Just like, that seems rough. Turns around, sees the crossbow just like come towards him and is like, oh nah, and just uses the keyboard and throws it back. So I'm gonna roll to hit. Oh my gosh, I am rolling like trash. That's a 9. That's not gonna hit, is it? I'm
these guys
rolling like trash. D&D Beyond.
are pretty wimpy, but a 9 unfortunately will not hit.
So I'm just
but
gonna
he is-
throw it past his head.
Yes, he's like still in the doorway and it just goes like in the door frame. That's never happened before.
You haven't faced me before.
The individual looks to be half elven, wearing voluminous black robes, glances back sort of at this banter you are having, and just sighs. And they will... No. We can't do that in a fireworks factory, or can we?
Or can you?
Or can
You can
they?
do anything in a fireworks factory depending on how dead you want to be.
I think instead we'll look around, see see our big old beefy himbo bunny boy about to face off with his tabaxi cohort. Just sort of wave his hand and say, I think you might like to work for us.
He did not.
Yeah, so I believe this will be if Forge could make me a wisdom saving throw as
Joke's on him.
his-
He just tried to charm the fucking cleric.
Yeah.
Joke's on him. He's way too dumb to be charmed.
I rolled a 19 plus 6.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
25?
Yeah. Yeah, waves his hand, and starts to like turn away, just sort of expecting this to happen.
I don't think so.
Interesting. And will step off to the side. And yeah, instead, I think we'll... Yeah, he's literally gonna step off to the side and lean up against one of the other, some of the other boxes in the corner and just chill. Sort of waiting for everyone else to take care of this for him. The other bandit behind him,
This dude has a lot of unearned confidence right now.
he's about to get trounced. It's gonna be great. Gold Gryffin, another one of these bandits, a little concerned about what happened to his buddy next to him, decides to tempt fate, I guess, and also tries to shoot you with his crossbow. And that's a 2. Nope, that's not gonna work. He's shaking in his boots. Who had the 8?
Me.
Cool, Gryffin.
I did.
You're up.
I just hit that arrow out of the.
Bap.
Man. So there's 4 crates, right?
There are 4 large crates, yes.
Large crates. I probably can't pick that up by myself.
You're not sure, just depending on how heavy they might be. You might be able to you could probably push one.
And yeah, no, okay. I don't think that's gonna work. So I'm just gonna run up on this cluster of 3 that's here, I guess, and just start punching.
Excellent.
All right, let's just throw some attacks. See if it. All right, cool. 22 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
10 damage.
Describe this hit, because he's on death's door.
Oh, I think I just fully flying knee strike in the face.
He flattens to the ground, just holding, trying to hold his teeth in at this point. Still up though.
Okay. I'm just gonna attack at all of them, just one at a time. If I can't hit, does a 13 hit?
One of the other bandits, or
Yeah.
the very self-confident magic user.
The other bandit.
Yes, that 13 would hit.
Okay. That's 8 damage to him.
Just like an elbow to the gut.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna use my one. I am gonna use my one. My other bonus hit to try and hit the. That's probably not gonna hit the magic user, which is 11.
Does not hit. Oh, just this asshole. Like, again, literally arms crossed, like 1 foot kicked up on one of these, like, taller crates, and you go in for a punch, and he just sort of, voop, and your fist goes straight through.
I'm just moving my quarterstaff between my hands, and I'm just using my fist and knees and everything. So I am going to. I gain a +2 to my AC to the start of my next turn.
Ooh, excellent.
For agile parry.
I will say, though, as you punch through this crate behind the half-elf and pull your fist out, something falls out to the ground, because we got a loot drop at the start of the game. And why don't you go ahead and roll me a d10?
A D10? Oh my gosh, it's my first loot drop.
It's your first loot drop.
I got a 3.
A 3. All right, then why don't you also roll me a d100?
84.
84.
For a second, I thought that's exactly what I rolled before, but no, I got a 3 and a 48.
Interesting. Actually, roll me one more d100.
90.
90. It appears that a sort of russet brown feather falls softly to the floor out of this crate.
I pick it up. Can I grab it?
You absolutely may.
I'm gonna grab it. It's like,
It
ooh.
smells kind of earthy, almost like a forest after a nice rain. And you can deal with that in a little bit. I just
Yeah, I'll
wanted
deal with
to
that later.
organically throw that in.
I'll deal with that later. Pocket it.
Okay. Excellent. Anything else for you, a good Gryffin?
No, that's my action and my bonus action, and I'm just gonna. He can't see it, but I'm smiling at him. But he can't see it because I have a.
You have a
whole
giant
face
helm
of
on.
it.
Excellent. All right. The 5, I believe, was Purple Ooze.
Yes, couple of questions, because
Yes.
Purple Ooze had been looking for like a way to sneak in, and so is it possible that I could be up in the rafters? And then second question, how far up are the rafters from the ground?
You could absolutely be in the rafters because you were hanging out there before before Gold Gryffin just fucking Leroy Jenkins straight into the room. And I mean, it's a fairly sizable like warehouse building. It's built it for storage. I'd say the ceilings are at least a good 30 feet.
Okay, so I think the math for that just works.
Okay.
So, gonna use my bonus action first to do a thing, and then I am going to attempt a grapple check on the caster, as you all see there is just this long purple tendril come snaking down from above, and you see, Purple Ooze himself comes following after it, and the other arm is like still hanging onto the rafter above, because with the arms of the astral self and being a bugbear, I have a 15-foot reach, so 15 feet up to the rafter, 15 feet down to the ground.
Excellent.
So, it was the bonus action to summon those arms. And then I'm going to roll an insight check because I get to make these. I can use wisdom in the place of strength for checks with the astral arms. And so.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to use my inspiration on that because I want this to succeed.
I want this to work. That's what it's there for.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
That I believe yes, I should roll because he could get a natural 20, but with his -1,
Yep.
he
So
rolled a 9 for an 8.
yeah, so that doesn't do it. So he dodges Golden Griffin's maneuver, still smug, and then suddenly just gets and then pulled up in the air. And so that grapple check was my first attack. For the second attack, I'm going to basically bring him up to Purple Ooze, who now has like this glow, not glowing, but like this purple aura around him, which the tentacles are coming from. Just like brings them up to the face and is just going for a headbutt for the second attack.
Yes, go for it.
And since I took the grappler feat, I have advantage on creatures that I have grappled.
Yes.
Okay, so my normal attack. Yeah, okay, here we go. And it's right click. There it is for advantage. That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
For 5 force damage.
Ouchies. So the headbutt does force damage?
I mean, attacks with the astral arms do force damage.
Okay.
I mean, the headbutt's more flavor.
No, I love it. Please describe what that looks like. Other than you just literally cracking your head into the sky.
Yeah, I think it's more of like using the extreme length of the arms to like pull him up, like move him out, and then whip him back in for the headbutt.
He doesn't make a sound of reaction, but does just sort of look up at you with a very intrigued expression. You're an interesting one. Anything else on that turn?
I think Purple Ooze just says, "And you're an asshole." And then I would like to let go of the rafter above as a free action and just land on top of him as we fall the 15 feet down.
Well, I was gonna say you need to roll a dex save here, but I don't think that'll be much of a problem. Plus, you've got slow fall, right?
Yeah. I guess I'll roll the dex save in case it keeps me from having to use my reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20 dex save.
Yeah, I think you're good. And you're falling on him, so...
Yep.
Yeah, he'll take some fall damage. 6 points of falling damage, falling 30 feet from the rafters, down to the floor. That he does give a little as you knock the wind out of him, landing on top of him. With that lovely bit of goodness, we're back to the top with Maven.
All right. So is it one bandit and the bandit leader that
You have two grievously injured bandits. The bandit leader, who is looking just spry at the moment, and a deflated mage who's under purple ooze right now.
Okay.
And two corpses on the floor, if you're curious.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find a use for those corpses later. How's everybody in the group looking? I know a couple people got kind of banged up.
I'm alright.
I think it's only Forge who's taken a hit.
I'm good.
This fortunate one's taking a hit. All right. I won't worry about healing anyone then. Trying to think of something more interesting to do than just, you know what? I will shoot an acid arrow at the bandit leader. That's a second level spell. It's a 17 to hit?
That will hit.
Okay. So that's 14 points of acid damage as Jean or Maven takes their paintbrush and dabs it on the pallet shield again to like a green swatch, and then will once again painting in the air and creating this this green orb. Which then elongates into a spike, which fires straight at the bandit leader. And so they are now covered in acid, and they will take additional acid damage at the end of its next turn.
And there's no splashback to anybody that's in
No,
melee,
no,
right?
no.
Okay, cool.
On a hit, target takes 4d4 acid damage melee, and then 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn. So, no, it only splashes if I miss.
Got it.
But yeah, that's my action.
He lets out a very ruffled meow as he squares up to take on the giant bunny man in front of him.
Softened him up a little bit, tenderizing him for
Quite
Forge.
literally, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think I have got anything with the bonus action. I think Maven does that, and then it's just gonna kind of like walk around the edge of the room, looking to see if there's anything interesting in these crates. Maybe like popping open a lid, just casually around the outside of the battlefield.
Just some casual mid-battle looting and BD.
Yeah.
All right. That's
It seems like everybody else has got this in hand. They don't really need me anymore, so that's what I'm focusing on.
Love it. Let's see. The next person is fucking dead and was within moments. So the 15, I believe, was Forge?
Black Sad, I'm 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's me. Black Sad looks over at Forge and says, knock at least one of them out. We'll need to question them later. And he'll look at, and there's how many more bandits are left?
Two very fucked up bandits in the doorway, and then the bandit captain that's squaring up with Forge.
Okay,
and then,
as
again, the mage that's been pancaked under purple ooze.
So as for my bonus action, you kind of see like the view from Black Sad's point of view, as everything like that. You see everyone is like, he blinks his eye, he closes his eyes and he opens them up again, and his red eyes are glowing bright red. And everyone is no longer represented by like figures, but like they just like look like silhouettes. And every single one of them, if they have blood in their body, are represented by like this glowing bright red figure, like bright red like silhouette. And he looks at one of the bandits, and he looks at that one and says, "You have been marked. Repent your sins now, or I will spare you. As I use my blood maledict curse, what's the name of it? As I remember the name. Oh, Curse of the Marked.
Ooh, what that do?
So basically is, as a bonus action, you mark a creature that I can see within 30 feet of you until the end of the turn. Whenever you hit the cursed creature with a weapon for which you have an active charisma right, you gain an additional Hemocraft dice when determining damage from the right. So they have just been marked by me.
They piss themselves.
I guess that means you don't repent, does it? And he just steadies his gun at this person, giving them a chance to drop their weapon.
Roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
Ooh. That's a 17.
He looks at basically his bosses, both locked pretty heavily in combat or locked underneath the legs of a giant glowing purple person, drops his crossbow and runs.
I was hoping he would stay there and not run.
Can
And I look over at Gold Gryffin. Can you catch them? Or are you busy?
can I use my reaction as they're running to grapple attack them?
Yeah, he's right there.
What do I got to roll for that? Just a attack roll?
I would, for grapple, I think it'd be make an attack roll to get hands on him.
God, D&D Beyond. It's a 9.
Real dice.
Yeah, I'm about to
What's
use
it?
my real dice. It's 9.
It's not gonna do it. You manage to get hands on him, but he's terrified and no, I'm not gonna say it. It's gross. He manages to slip through your grasp.
I mean, with my 15
it's just
foot,
like, ooh, gross.
with my 15-foot reach in the free arm, could I try and grapple him?
Oh fuck, you do have reach. Have you used your reaction this turn?
Nope, because I specifically did the dex save to avoid.
And it's a new round anyway. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. So once again, just rolling one of my wisdom skills here because it's the right modifier. That's only a 12 against his athletics or dexterity.
That may still hit. Oh no, 14 on the die.
All right.
Slips through. Both of you again attempting to get hands. He slips through Gold Griffin's grasp, sees a giant purple tentacle waving his way, screams, and picks up speed. He's out of here.
I'm kind of rooting for Piss Boy now.
Yeah. I'm going to say that was my action to intimidate them.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Excellent. Then next up is Forge.
Okay.
You have a very angry tabaxi with a scimitar in your face.
Are you sure you want to do that? I'm gonna take my mace and I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast magic weapon on it. So it becomes magical. It gets a +1 to attack and damage, so just like has the mace and just kind of like knocking him for shit. Kind of like knocks it into one of the glyphs on his armor and then pulls it away, and it's glowing like that deep like red, like you just pulled it out of the forge. And then I'm gonna try to smash him in the head with it and knock him out.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Let me cast that. That's not the level I wanted to do it at, but I'll fix that in a minute. Oh boy, that is a +1, 19.
19 will hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even parry that.
Alright, it's 3, 6, 7 magical bludgeoning damage.
He takes a mace to the face. And he takes a moment, slowly turns his head back, grins with his sharp feline teeth. So how you got? I could do this all day.
That's it for me.
Let's see. You're dead. You pissed yourself and ran away. The mage. Will.
Oh no, he's squished.
Oh no, he's squishy. Slightly muffled underneath your bulk, purple ooze, you hear a little bit of laughter, and then all of a sudden you kind of flutter directly onto the ground as the mage has disappeared out from underneath you. As he casts Misty Step and appears. Let's see. I think it's 30 feet? Yeah. 30 feet up on top of sort of where you came from, up toward the rafters on top of some of these taller crates. And that's a bonus action. Yeah, he's just gonna shoot you with a firebolt, I think. Ooh. 18. That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Da-da. 4. Ooh. 13 points of fire damage.
Okay. Not loving that. But still okay.
And then he takes a moment to adjust sort of his like swoop back faux hawk hair from you sitting on it. I didn't like that. The remaining bandit, shaking in his boots, watched his buddy run and, well, you know, doesn't want to sully his reputation any further, but will drop his crossbow and grab his scimitar and come at you, Gold Gryffin, because you're right there. You're just out in the middle of everything.
What? Me?
You. That's a 19 to hit.
I'll just hit.
Ah. Nope.
I'm a +2.
Wrong one, sorry.
I'm +2 to do anything.
That'll be 6 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
As you kind of feel, you're not really sure his heart's in it, but he's gonna go down with a fight. God, I lost my names. Who was the 8?
Me.
You're up.
Well, I'm gonna punch him.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You're not, because the bandit captain has to go. My bad.
It's alright.
Bandit captain squares up with you, Forge.
Go on, I dare you.
18 plus. It's a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah.
For 4 slashing damage.
No.
but excited that he actually got a hit off of you. I was gonna do the same again.
Just look, just this little cut right here.
Yeah, it's really sexy. It's just one of those like right across the cheekbone. It's great.
Oh, dare.
That I don't know That might just hit 14 plus 6. That's a 20, which I think is just your armor
Yes,
class.
that's my armor class.
Yeah. It's just with the dagger for 7.
Ooh.
And he is just laughing maniacally as he goes. Now it's Griffin's turn.
He does take another 7 points of acid damage at the end of his turn.
Ouchies. He doesn't like that.
I do.
I'm just gonna smack the guy that hit me with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Cool. That's 25 to hit.
Yes, and I don't even think you need to roll damage. He has 1 hit point.
I'm gonna
I just imagine you, like-
non-lethally. I'm gonna do it
Oh.
non-lethally.
I was just gonna kind of bap him in
No.
the back of the head.
Yeah, I just like he slashes me, and I'm just like,
Whack!
whack.
He crumples to the floor unconscious.
Outside, does he have do they have like a cart or something that they were gonna like transport this
Would you
crates?
like to roll a perception check?
Yes, I would like to do that indeed. That's 11.
11. Peering out directly in front of this particular building, you don't see any carts, any horses, but I mean, it's possible. It stands to reason if they were here to pick up, they might have some mode of transportation. You don't see it directly out front of the building, though.
I think Gold Griffin's gonna turn around to look at Ford. Just like, dude, are you good? You don't need me to do anything, right? You're good with that?
Oh, yes.
Cool. Throws a dart up at the using my I'm gonna use my Kensei shot.
Ooh, is this going up at the mage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna just be a dart that gets an extra D4 of damage on top of it. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, 15 just hits.
Cool. That's max damage. That's 14 damage
Ooh.
with this dart.
That's a dart right there.
Yeah. Just fully takes one of the darts from his side, fully just underhand throw, and is just so quick and jabs them in the shoulder.
Cries out, grabs shoulder, stares, well, I guess darts at you from up above.
Now throw a dart. I dare you. Do it.
I don't play these games with you. Show your face. Dare you?
No, that wouldn't be fun. You don't play these games, but I do.
Anything else for you, Gold Gryffin?
That's it. That's me.
Purple Ooze, your quarry has disappeared from under you.
Well, about that. I've pulled up one of the 5e jump calculators.
Oh god, that's never good. What?
And with the combination of Step of the Wind and my stats, it says with a running start, I can reach up and grab something 21 feet off the ground. That's not taking into account my Bugbear and Astral Arms reach, which gives me an extra 10.
Every battle from here on out will be the length of a fucking football field. I'm calling it out.
I warned
now.
you about this ahead of time when I said, can I be a Bugbear Astral Monk?
To be fair, we did have an entire conversation about this. Yes, go ahead.
So I think just kind of at the rest of the group before, so Golden Gryffin knocked out one of the lowly thugs,
Yes,
and he is actually KO'd and not dead.
he's
Yeah,
actually
he's not
KO'd
dead.
and not dead.
Okay, cool. Then I think just like looks at Golden Gryffin.
Mm-hmm.
Nice throw. And then up at the mage, you're not getting away that easily, and like takes the running leap and just whoosh, and like I am gonna with the 30 feet up to him, gonna try and grapple him and just like grab him around the ankle.
Okay.
So making the grapple check again.
Yeah, he's gonna go for Dex with this, I think.
That's an 18 that he has to beat.
Ooh! Only that's happening. Except if he rolled a nat 20 and got a 22. Yeah, he does like what were those, the skip-its? He does a nice little skip it and just goes whoop!
And
Well,
then on
as
the
he's
next one,
coming back
immediately
down-
destroys his ankle.
Yeah, fuck! Jesus!
As he's coming back down, the other tentacle comes up and tries to get the grapple.
So he jumps up, smug look on his face, and then...
Now he has to beat a 24.
I don't think he can do that, literally. Yeah, that's a 4. So that's exactly what happens. He jumps at the first one, and then he gets bashed in the ankle, and then, ripped down?
Yeah, if I can, just again pulling him off the rafter and just falling down to the ground.
Jesus
Excellent.
Christ.
You might as well just be reversing gravity on this guy. He's just like, whoop, 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 whoop. Coming down. Oh, this is only 3 ones. Look at that. Not bad.
And then I will make my dex save to avoid damage falling. That's a 23 for me.
Yeah, you're goddamn monks. Got 2 of them. Jesus. Anything else for you?
No, that was pretty much everything I can do in a turn. But so I've got the mage back down, and he is once again grappled.
Excellent. Maven. Oh, what's up?
I was gonna say you can just use your slow fall, so you don't have to.
Yeah, well, but in case I want to do a reaction like the attack of
You
opportunity.
are at the end of the initiative,
Right,
so
that-
it will
that is
restart
fair.
every time.
Yep.
You got lucky. Maven, you find any cool shit you want to steal? As you
do
only
I?
have 2 combatants left.
Because the battlefield's getting a bit sparse
Little
right
thin.
now. So,
I am pretty busted at this point.
Are
but
you? I'll use my bonus action to throw
You
a
don't
healing
have to,
word.
because I can heal
No,
myself.
I've got
No, I
so
want
many to spare. I'll throw a bonus action healing word again, a little bit of paint, try to match color with the fur that I see under Jean's armor, and then just like
You're
create a little
Jean.
splotch thing. Or under Forge's armor. Jeez, there's
It's
so many
white.
names in this game. Yeah,
You really are.
What do you mean? There's only 10.
and I will healing word at first level is 14.
Nice.
What? Hold on. Explain the math to me.
Because I get to
have
add
to
my
know.
+5 on that as well. So I'm
Oh,
adding
it's any of
Goddamn
them?
artificer shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so I add my intelligence and then I add another +5.
That's
How
more
many
points than
artificers?
I am healing more points than I had left.
And that's just a first level.
Oh, I'm almost at full, baby. Let's go.
No, but that's the thing. It's like mine won't scale as much because I can't cast higher levels.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You just splatter me with
Yeah,
paint.
the
Artificer.
the artificer alchemist is pretty dope. Yeah, I can use my action just to search around, see what else I find here.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Absolutely. That's a natural 20, 28.
Sean's having a
Give you
good
guys
day.
another
I'm having a
fucking
great
loot
day.
drop.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm doing great.
Fucking-
This is fun. I don't do this with people very often.
roll a d10. Jesus. Only because you got a nat fucking 20.
Okay. D10. It's a 5.
Roll a d100.
D100.
I'm so pissed.
That's an 82.
82. Fuck. Okay.
Shoot.
You, with your eyes usually sort of attenuated to looking for artwork generally,
Mhm.
You spy what at first glance you thought might be sort of the same sort of larger scroll case that you put the lovely Monte Carlo that you stole earlier this evening into. But this is slightly smaller. This may actually be a fucking scroll case.
What's in the scroll case?
A magic scroll.
Of.
I have a generator if you want it.
Yes, I do.
I keep this.
And
We're all
that's
having
how
a
we got
great-
another game with Wish.
Where are you? I
We're all having a great time over here, and Sid is
There you go.
not having it.
You can pick level too.
Yeah.
I just keep that shit pinned. I don't want to have to think of scrolls.
No! No!
Yay!
No!
You can
What?
say
No.
that.
What is it?
What?
No! You cursed me, Alex! No!
Is it?
Is
Wish?
Is it Wish?
Hold that 80 for a 9th level spell scroll,
Holy shit.
and the generator just did wish. Fuck me!
Oh. Close that. Stick it in
And
my
this
bag.
time it isn't a precious little ball of fluff that.
Oh no. I'm about to make myself king of this world.
If you can cast 9th level spells.
I cannot,
You are
but
gonna
I
have
will
to roll a
find
check.
somebody who wants it.
Damn.
Sell it to them for a lot of money.
Sell it to him for a fucking title.
Yeah. And that's
You can
how
change
Maven retired.
reality with this. How much do you think that's worth?
Well, they pay you whatever you want, and then they just unwish it.
Oh yeah. Well, that'd be a big waste of their spell.
That'd be a total
then they end
waste.
up with. Then they end up with nothing.
Man, I can't believe Maven's about to just leave the game.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Maven-
Can I make Maven a character?
Maven just accomplished all of their goals.
Jeez. Sweet. Good looting.
Anything else for you, Maven?
No, I mean, if this combat goes on another
I just
round,
want to
then I'm
point out
gonna
to the chat that Sid brought this completely on herself.
on herself.
I
Yeah.
100% did.
Better hope
Everything
they
fell
kill
into
everything, 'cause
place.
I'm gonna
You
keep
rolled a nat
searching.
It was a
20.
freaking wish spell, and I got a feather.
Hey, your feather's pretty cool. I'll tell you what it is in a second, okay?
I
But
It's
your
kinda
feather's
fun.
probably more
But I-
practical than this wish spell's
But
gonna
I'm
be.
just,
for
I'm
me.
just saying, it's like, wow, I got this feather. No one else is gonna get anything. I got the wish spell. What the heck?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Well, that one's dead. And the 15, I believe, was Black Sad.
Yeah. So there's the bandit that's fighting against Forge, and the one that's grappled by Purple Ooze. Okay. I know Forge got this, so I'm gonna start doing
I love
what.
this entire combat. Everyone's just been like, Forge is good. Yeah, Forge is fine.
Well, Maven
Look, I
just
trust
healed
my-
me basically back up to full. I'm only down like 4 hit points now.
I'm going to pretty much do the same and, like, try to secure these crates. And I'm going to go from crate to crate, like, looking at... Because I'm also really curious why these folks are so intent on securing these crates. So I'm going to start investigating these black powder shipments.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to roll an investigation?
Yeah, I'll roll investigation. That is a 23.
Interesting. As you're looking over these crates, you are, again, fairly familiar with this emblem of the local black powder distributor, the Powder Keg, as you have some personal, connections to them, being some friends of yours. So you definitely recognize it. But in peering closer, there is something to this emblem that's a little odd. It's not in its shape. There's something a little off about it. A little off. Maybe a little bit more to it.
I'm definitely I like to pop the crate open if I can.
Yeah. I'd say again, you're gonna have to like get a crowbar. These things are like sealed shut, so that might we might move on if that's what you want to be doing for the remainder.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Forge.
I need to make a concentration check for my freaking magic weapon, which I have advantage on, because guess what? Your boy's a warcaster.
Of course he is.
10 and 16.
That's way more than half
a-
of the damage
yeah.
you took, yes.
Okay, so I still have concentration on that. Do I don't think I have any fun. Oh no, you know what? Forge sort of raises the other arm that the shield is on and sort of reaches out towards Purple Ooze, who I think took some hits a minute ago.
Yep.
And there's just like sort of this like red bead kind of on the ends of the gauntlets.
Oh god, he's casting fireball on me.
And no. I'm gonna cast Healing Word. I don't get as many as Jean does, but I'll still do it. Well, I rolled a 4 plus 3. That's 7.
7 total, okay.
Yeah, 7
Thank
total, and then he says, "May Gond heal your wounds with his warmth," and then turns back to the cat. "You, not so much!" And I'm gonna crack him in the head again and try and knock him out.
That's my brother.
That's my brother.
Gon's your brother?
I rolled a natural 20.
I think, let me check my notes. I think that hits.
He also has adamantine armor, right?
Yes, this very roguish-like bandit, definitely just wailing around in full-plate adamantine armor.
16, that's 18 bludgeoning damage.
He had 17 hit points left.
Okay, I'm trying not to kill him, but he's probably gonna have a headache for a few days. So I just say, "You, not so much."
D&D Beyond Encounter Builder.
He just...
I have something to say to you. This was potentially a deadly encounter. given what everyone was doing. In fact, I removed a couple things from this encounter because it just kept saying how fucking deadly it was. You need to, like, recalibrate to my fucking game-breaking players. I'm just a suggestion.
Send in another wave of reinforcements. We're good.
That's why when I build encounters, I build past deadly, and then I double that XP boost and add twice as many.
I
things
almost always build past deadly, unless I know something has like some fucking wild shit that it can do.
I hit deadly and I go, there we go, that's a challenge, and then I add a few more things.
Deadly. Huh, look at that
It's
suggestion.
all dependent on their abilities.
Yeah, but I thought y'all wouldn't have a lot of stuff because you couldn't blow anything up. It's fine.
I mean,
First encounter.
I could blow some stuff up if you want.
I can shoot a box if you want me to.
Got at least one spell that does fire. Alright, I'm gonna knock that fool out.
That fool be knocked out. Anything else for you, Forge?
That was bonus action. I'd just sort of like lean down and make sure he's still breathing.
He is, and you do still note, even knocked out, the sly smile on his face.
Good man. Got him a little too hard.
Respect. I mean, honestly, the longer I know this guy now, the more I'm like, all right.
Did anyone bring rope? Or manacles?
Yes, but I'm busy right now.
Alright.
Oh, next up would be, let's see, someone who's dead, someone who Pissboy is gone, the Vanda captain
Or
is
Pissboy.
unconscious. Looks like it's the mage's turn. The mage, yet again muffled, yet again perfectly coiffed hair rumpled underneath your magical tentacles. Just sort of
Mentacles? No.
Menticle
Mantic? No, I don't like that one.
No.
I don't like what I
No.
just started to say.
just sort of glares back at you, Purple Ooze, and assesses his entire fucking gang of individuals on the ground or run away. Sighs heavily. Well, just know that Riley will be hearing about this. As he disappears yet again from your arms, misty stepping and bolting.
Should we chase him?
Do we see where he disappeared to, or is he like gone?
Well, he went 30 feet, but he went 30 feet as far away out of this warehouse as he could see from his vantage point and just started running.
Did he go through the front door? Did he go through the front door where he came in?
Yes.
Can I see him since I am at the front door?
Yeah, running down the street.
Okay.
Are you gonna? We are now out of combat. So
Well, I mean, how far away is he?
he teleported 30 feet and started bolting. So he's taken now a full dash action. So
If I dash now, I can get 75 feet.
This party has 2 monks.
I'm
You're
saying
running away-
that
You're running away from a monk?
just to give I'm trying to give the monks some like context. That's how far I can get if I use one of my bunny hops.
if you would like to stay in combat and we could go round by round, sure.
How fast that monk go?
I mean,
40
I
feet
can
right
dash.
now.
Yeah, we're both 40
So
feet
80.
normally, so we can run at 80.
But also, do we want to have a cocky mage be a nemesis for later?
Help
that's
me
kinda
help
fun.
you.
I think we've dealt with this. I think I'm going over to the crates to figure out this situation that we got here.
Alright,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna take my my rope, the hempen rope, because the hempen rope is for enemies.
Yes.
The silk
Silk
rope
stuff
is
you
for
keep at home.
friends.
Yeah.
The hempen rope is for God. We've been making that joke for literal years now, huh?
That joke's
We
been going
really
on for a
have.
long time.
I
When
think
did
that joke is as old
start?
as the channel. The hempen rope is for enemies, so I'm gonna good old fashioned hog tie this this guy.
You're gonna hog tie the cat?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. You also have an
Hogtie-
unconscious human on the ground.
Yeah, Hogtie the cat with the human.
I got 50 feet of rope. I'll hog
Easily
tie them
enough,
together.
then.
And then I'm gonna just start taking their weapons and stuff and
Okay.
just packing them away into the many holsters.
As you hog tie your enemies and begin to further investigate these large crates with interesting emblems on them, we're gonna go ahead and take our break. Yay! Well done.
We did it.
Combat encounter.
We did it. We solved the bandit puzzle.
We solved your bandit
Beat
puzzle.
the shit out of Saad's
Yeah,
characters.
you really did.
Dan, the
Like,
next
I got-
the next combat we have in this game is gonna be so fucking nasty.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
gonna be like
murder you
has
guys.
3 ancient red dragons enter the warehouse.
Listen, I've been a monk in a modern setting against dragons on this channel before. We know how to do that.
Yes we do.
Yeah.
You are right, mon frere.
Mm-hmm.
Bang, I'm gonna punch a
I
dragon.
have some scheming to do, which I will do later after this break. Stick around. Thanks for hanging out with us so far. We're gonna take a break, refresh ourselves. Bio break. I'm gonna pee. But yes, please stick around, and we will be back to these good society shenanigans shortly. Stay tuned. Ooh, welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us while we took our break, refreshed ourselves, fed the vicious animals that live in our houses so they don't try to eat us while we're on stream.
Don't
Maybe
talk about
that's
me
just
like that.
me.
Look at that.
She's
vicious
sleeping
animal.
over there.
Look at that vicious animal.
Look at that vicious animal.
She's sleeping, the vicious animal.
That'd be my
Oh, now you
vicious
sit
animal
up?
is asleep
Oh, I
in
was
the
talking
corner.
about you, so now you looking at me? That's what I thought.
A baby.
I love it. Well, we did just leave our band of masked heroes. What heroes? Question mark. At the end of a pitched battle. However, we are going to jump forward into our next cycle, part of the cycle of play, to our novel chapter. And we'll jump back to this particular scene in some fun little flashbacks. It is now 3 days, hence 3 days. It's been 3 days since this encounter within the warehouse. And unbeknownst to most of you, you are about to yet again encounter these mysterious figures that you inadvertently teamed up with at a lovely society party. You just don't know it yet.
That I do know.
So-
You just told me. What?
No, I was breaking the fourth wall. I was telling you things that you don't actually know.
Wait.
Am I high right now?
So, I will ask our pals, would we prefer to have a big old event scene? Or would you care to have some smaller visitation vignettes? I am prepared for both eventualities.
I kind of like doing the visitations first because it gives us more focused on characters, but I'm also amenable to whatever the groups wants. That's just my vibe.
Yeah, I'm here for the visitation.
Drink, Val said amenable.
Fuck. Is it just when I say it because I say it so often?
I don't
Yeah.
know
No,
why
I say it
I'm-
all the
It's
fucking
anyone.
time too. So
But it feels like it's
making
mostly
sure.
you, Val.
I think I
don't know why
picked it
I'm
up from
thinking
Sid.
Yeah.
you 100% picked it up for me. I was using it fucking right and left the first,
You were.
our first Elegant series. Okay, excellent. So the way our cycles of play will work, so that we can get through them. Everyone may set up one scene. You may tell us if other characters are within that scene, or if it's just you or some NPCs. You will set this up scene for us, and we will go throughout. Does anyone have an idea of a scene they would like to set for us?
I'll say my struggle here is I know almost nothing about everyone's civilian personas because
You
no one
don't
has
have to set up a
said
scene
anything.
knowing anyone. You could do something on your
Yeah.
own.
I mean, I'm willing to go first since I'm the one that suggested this, because I have a
As it is
kind
all
of-
your fault, Val, I feel it fitting for you to
Yeah.
go first.
That's fine. I think, yeah, I don't have a reason to get anybody else involved necessarily. So I think what where I'd like to start is Jean as Jean, Maven as Jean, would probably be at their studio, maybe working on a portrait for, oh my god, who's my patron's name? I need to find my character notes. There we go,
Pulling
Jean.
them up as well.
For the St. Clair's.
Ah. Excellent.
And maybe Delilah shows up. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you.
I think that works. So you are painting. Describe your studio for us. I feel like
Yeah,
it's probably a place John's hanging out in pretty often.
Yeah, so I think it's probably on the St. Clair estate, since they are kind of Jean's patrons, while Jean Verdot is in the city. So I'm imagining like a smaller house on the main estate. Their estate's probably not in the city, but like just outside of it, maybe like more of a countryside home. And they, yeah, so the living quarters are pretty simple. And most of it is dedicated to Jean's studio, which would be a very open space, lots of natural light coming in. I think like big windows, like sun, what's the word? Skylight windows, to let the light in, and there are canvases all over the place. A lot of them are like partially finished, some of them with just like base coats on, some of them that are mostly done for different people in the city. Lots of portraiture, a couple of like landscapes or pictures of people's dogs or whatever, and right now Jean is in the side, and of course like I think it's pretty messy. There's like paint splatters across the floor, and lots of supplies in there as well for different types of works. There's probably also like maybe some marble in there as well, because Jean mostly deals with paint, but occasionally will work with sculpture as well. And so right now is in the middle of the studio, has their easel set up with where the lighting is the best, and is currently working on a piece that they've started for the St. Clairs, which probably is like a family portrait or something, which would be like the two the parents, and then their daughter Delilah, and I don't think I established whether they have other kids, but maybe they do. But Jean is like kind of taking a break right now from that, like has everything set up, supplies everything, but like sitting on the easel in front of it is this Monte Carlo that Jean has stolen, and is just inspecting that like very closely, and has probably just been sitting at there, hasn't actually worked on what they're supposed to be working on, just been focusing on doing that for like hours now, and just like studying every stroke, every aspect of the painting, like committing it to memory.
Would you say you're rather absorbed in your work currently?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Then I don't believe you would hear her coming in with your passive perception. But you hear a almost a sigh, but not one of like resignation or disappointment, more one of sort of admiration. And you turn and you see Delilah, who has just slipped into your rooms and quietly closed the door.
I think Jean stands, turning their back to the portrait, like, and then like trying to very subtly, is very much caught off guard right now, but is trying to subtly hide the Monte Carlo that they were studying behind their back, and gives like a very like placing their hand to their chest and giving a big smile, says, "Delilah, it is a pleasure to see you here. I was not expecting you to visit me today. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you. Forgive me, I was just admiring the general splendor. This always hits me as I walk into this room.
I think Jean's like not kind of caught off guard a little bit. Says, "Well, it is certainly more beautiful with you in it, my dear."
Pleasure will get you everywhere.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, I was just having a conversation with Mama, and, well, I was passing by, as you would say.
Well, since you are here, if there is anything you would like to see, well, I have a few that I am working on currently, as well as the portrait that your father has commissioned me for. Would you like to see it?
I hate seeing myself in artwork, but, well, all right. And she walks forward.
Jean.
What does Delilah look like?
That is a good question.
I mean, she's hot because she's in this world and everything.
Yes, obviously, everyone in the world is hot. I think long blonde hair, probably curled as well. I imagine her being sort of I hadn't decided on a race for the St. Clairs, but I was imagining something like elven or half elven as well, maybe a little bit of elven lineage. Which, by the way, that is what Jean presents as is elven, or at least partially elven as well. And I think she has a very friendly disposition, probably very kind of like pale skin with like rosy cheeks and with a maybe a little bit of like freckling as well. I think she's very much like girl next door countryside meets like countryside nobility as well. So
Love it.
and yeah, Jean steps out of the way and gestures to lets her approach the portrait. And I think for the most part, it is very early on, but has been focusing the sketch work is there as well, or is there at the base that you can still see underneath the base coat. And yeah, I think as there's a lot of attention. Very purposefully, a lot of attention dedicated to facial features and to especially to Delilah. So they step out of the way and let her view it.
She steps in front, just sort of trying to take it all in. And steps a little closer. I see that I am essentially complete. Is there a reason in particular for that?
Yeah, I find myself. It is a bad habit of mine that the things that I find most appealing in any with any work that I am doing is what I spend the most time on. So I would ask you not to tell your father that I have spent far more time dedicated to capturing you than the other subjects in the work. I promise it will be done on time.
I see that Sage is also done. Points to like the family dog laying on the carpet in front of it. Should I read into that much further, or?
John laughs and says, well, your mother was very adamant that I should include Sage in the painting, and I did not want to forget, so.
Very wise of you.
I was just realizing that I have not stepped outside since the sun came up. I was so focused on working on this. Would you like to go for a walk? I could take a break and use the fresh air.
I was going to try and work it into the conversation, but it's come up organically, so yes, please.
Of course. If you would allow me one moment to clean up, I will join you shortly.
Of course. Takes one more moment to sort of peruse around and give me a perception check.
Yes.
Give me an insight check.
Insight check. Okay. I'm actually much better at insight than I am. Oh, no. Never mind. It's the same. But 18.
18. She's looking for something. You're not quite sure if it was the family portrait or perhaps something else within your studio, but she was aiming to get a peek at something.
I think Jean takes a step to like very subtly trying to sliding the scrolled parchment of the Monte Carlo in with their bag and some of the other supplies, and then over their shoulder, not turning back to face her, says, "Was there something else that you wanted to see while you were here? You are looking around rather purposefully."
You've caught me. I just wondered, well, since this portrait is so lovely, if you had been working on any others with similar subjects.
Jean takes the bat, moves across the room to stow the satchel in a cabinet. Has taken the painting off of the easel to move it out of the sun so it doesn't get bleached. And once that is done, turns back to look at her and says, "Oh, you are interested in seeing my private collection? Of course, I have many with this subject that if you are interested in, I would be happy to show you."
We are discussing Sage, of course.
Yes.
Why, then, absolutely. I would love to hold off on our walk until then.
Jean steps closer to her, and I think it says, "I'm afraid I would be far too distracted to even appreciate the beautiful sunshine outside with you walking next to me." And I
That's
think
right.
leans in and gives her a kiss.
Doll. So you show her your private collection.
Private collection, yes. Yeah.
That means fucking. All right. Anything else? Anything else for Jean?
No, that is mostly it. I think when they do have time, we'll more securely hide the Monte Carlo. But I think they actually do have there are some loose floorboards or something in the home that they keep things. So they have a whole stash in there that they keep that stuff in. But probably after the showing, goes and sneaks off to do that real quick.
Excellent. All right.
Do you think that's a record for an elegant show of how soon until someone canonically fucks? We're on episode 2 of
when
this
someone
season.
starts,
Episode 2.
Okay. To be fair, we have done nothing but fucking slow ass burns throughout all of the Elegance Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Val started with a girlfriend, so
Yeah, I started with a betrothed lover. I haven't really put an exact label on it.
Labels,
You haven't
right?
had the DTR?
But yeah, I decided to do something nobody else has done in the show and start with a romance to fuck it up later on.
Destroy it.
To destroy it as we go.
Yep.
Excellent.
I didn't want any of my NPCs to be something like that. I told that specifically to Sid. I was like, no, I don't want that.
You specifically told me you wanted as many NPCs you could flirt with as possible.
Yes, but none of my NPCs.
There are several PCs you can flirt with too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
all.
I'm saying I said
do
I wanted to
believe
flirt with
AJ's
everyone.
actual words. We were trying to figure out some of his NPCs, and I was like, "Oh, do you want a lover or something?" No, I'll make it a cousin because I just want the opportunity to flirt with as many people as possible.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the first things he said to us during our session 0.
I think it was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? No.
Yeah.
And we respect
Yeah.
that here.
Mm-hmm.
It's making me seem like I'm such a slut with my with my fingerless gloves. Like, God.
Damn, he does really fit in here, huh?
God.
I didn't seem that sweet. I'd be so confused.
We haven't done our sunglasses yet today either.
No,
so
get the
yeah.
sunglasses.
I did bring.
Get them.
Yeah.
Get them.
Wait, mine takes longer.
Well, Alex and I just already have glasses on, so whatever.
Yeah, I had glasses on already.
They're
I mean, it's fine.
transition. It's just
I
gonna
can
take a second.
definitely see.
I can definitely
can't
see
see
everything.
Does anyone else have a scene that they are ready?
So we open up on us fucking.
Wait, I have to know
do
who
if
the
no
us
one
is.
else does.
I was about to
Who
say,
are
I was
the
like,
us?
us is a pretty broad term.
Anyway, go on to someone else.
Yeah, Alex, by all means.
Yeah, I think we open on Mr. Turner, walking through like I don't know what the term is for like the part where the peasants, like where
Jesus!
the non-nobility live, like the people who they
The poor where they live.
Those
The
poor
hell?
people.
I don't know all the Regency terms, but like where the people who like
plebs.
The working class.
where they work and like they are on the Turner lands, like he is going and making the rounds.
Blythe
of-
would call them the peasants, though.
No, Blythe would not. He, well,
They would
Those
be your, if they
scrubs.
lived on your land, they would actually be your tenants.
Would he like
Gotcha.
call them peasants and then feel bad about it and be like, "Ugh, that's what my father calls them"?
it's yeah.
if they live on your land and like work the land and that sort of thing, they would be your tenants, I believe is our Regency terms
Your
for
David
Gotcha.
tenants.
our David.
All of them
tenants,
are named
yes.
David.
They're all named David. They're all Scottish, and they are your tenants.
Yeah, but
I'm not going to do a Scottish. I cannot do a Scottish accent.
no.
It's awful. So sorry.
But yeah, walking the lands, checking in with people. Probably has his valet Alfredo close behind. But is just seeing if people's needs are being met or if there's stuff that they need that has not been attended to.
Excellent. Yeah, Alfredo by your side, taking notes, giving you whispering like murmurs in your ear of who you're speaking to and what they attend to on the property, and who may have been late in their rent payments and who's having a hard time, who might need a little help.
Yeah, and I mean, Blythe's intention here is, given that the former Lord Turner was getting on in years before he passed, he doesn't really imagine that he was getting around that much and actually like visiting all the tenants, and so trying to help establish his new lordship as being available for his tenants and willing to come to them.
I'm gonna have you make a charisma check, as you are in fact sort of call it a first impressions roll. As you are meeting some of these tenants for the first time, let's see how they take to you on first contact.
Sure. Well, I'll say the only charisma check I have that isn't a flat roll is intimidation, but I'm trying very much not to intimidate them right now. So we'll see how this goes.
Okay, just give me a straight roll, a little luck roll.
That's a natural one.
We can come back from first impressions. It's okay.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that Blythe doesn't know how to be a lord to these people.
Yeah, I want to say, like, you start the initial conversations, like, trying to do your best, like, lordly impression, which sort of is off-putting to some folks, and then you try to dial it back, but you dial it back too much, and they're like, who the hell is this guy? And just as these interactions continue, Alfredo just is more continually interrupting you with like polite coughs, and I believe what my lord is trying to say is, and sort of trying to clean up the mess you're making here a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't riot and start pulling out their torches and pitchforks or anything, but you're gathering that maybe this didn't go as well as you'd planned.
Yeah, and so I think maybe in the carriage ride back to the estate proper, Blythe will just discuss with Alfredo plainly, like, gods, how how do the nobility do it? Like, how do you look down on the people who are actually doing the physical labor that supports you? Like, I mean, I guess you were right to stop me from literally getting my hands dirty and helping with the pigs, but it's just, I don't get it.
Getting your hands dirty with the pigs would be extremely unseemly. I don't understand what there is to get about it, my lord.
You know where I come from. It is.
Yes.
I'm used to having to do things, and
You are doing things, my lord. You are attending to your state.
yeah, but it doesn't feel like it. Like I'm losing my calluses.
He looks at you as if you said something about toe fungus. He's just, ugh.
I get that this position expects things of me, but I think they put me here too soon.
Permission to speak freely, my lord.
Always when it's just the two of us.
I believe, with all due respect, that you may be trying a bit too hard, sir.
How do you mean?
Well, you don't have to put in so much effort to be the lord of this estate. You are the lord of this estate. I know this may be new for you, but perhaps if you fully take in that fact, it may become easier.
Okay. I don't fully understand what you mean, but I think I get it. I need to take a step back and just let things run themselves. I mean, you all were doing fine between the late lord's passing and my arriving here, so no reason to think that that me showing up would know how to do things any better.
You did grab that pig by its back legs, and I'm just going to say it. No animal should be grabbed in that manner.
I mean, I got it where it needed to be, but yeah, I take your meaning.
The squealing was untenable, my lord.
Yep. Okay. Well, I guess we try again next month, and I much more hands off then, or how often am I expected to make the rounds, if ever? I do want to make myself available to the tenants. I want them to know that I am there to support them in whatever they need, but I also recognize that I probably went about that entirely wrong today.
Frankly, the estate is essentially a well-oiled bit of industrial equipment. You really just need to have a firm hand in any new developments and check in to make sure that things are going smoothly. And don't touch any more pigs, sir.
Right. I assume unless they're on the dinner table.
That would no longer be pig, it would be pork, sir.
Just making sure. I mean, with the nobility's fashions and
If it's still
ins and
riddling,
outs.
sir.
Yeah.
Hands off.
Can do.
Good, sir. Do you require anything else of me? As the guard sort of comes out and he opens the door.
No, I think that will be everything. I believe I have some correspondence to attend to, so I will be doing that for the next hour or so.
Very good, sir. I believe you do have an invitation to the masked ball that the Duchesses are holding later on next week.
Ah, yes. As long as it's not more Pharaoh, then I'll check it, but I assume that I will be attending.
Permission to... Looks around. Right. It would be the height of impropriety not to attend on the Duchess's invitation, sir.
Right, so... Well, I guess, this is one of those things where you have to get me a new suit for the occasion, or is one of the suits I already have going to be good enough?
I have already made you an appointment at the Modiste, sir.
Excellent. What would I do without you, Alfredo?
Fail miserably and die, sir.
I think I could at least stay alive, but yeah, certainly the fail miserably.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. And as Blythe goes in and starts speaking to the other servants, he starts taking on, like, standing up straighter and starts speaking with an accent that is going to be better than I can do, but he has had opportunities to rigorously practice it.
Very nice. A little more pep in your step after a nice little pep talk.
Yeah.
You head on into the estate to continue your duties. Who else is up?
I'll go. I think today it's around like lunchtime. And at that time, Lucien always goes to the powder keg to have lunch with Rip, the owner of the powder keg.
Oh. All right.
I think the way it starts is like Rip is probably working the counter is probably like that slow, like that lull in the day. That's why he always chooses that day to go visit them for lunch. And they see the door open, and from the outside peeking in, a really creepy looking ventriloquist dummy pokes their head into the room. And the mouth like clacks open, and you hear like a phrase spits out from it going, Afternoon, Rip. Is business booming?
I think Rip was behind the counter, bending over to attend to some orders and visibly shudders. Turns around. What does Rip look like?
Rip is a half elf, like in their early 20s. They have sun-kissed skin, like someone who is out all the time, and it really accentuates their bright red hair that's always done up in a side cut faux hawk that like sloops over to the side. They have a very
everyone's hair is on point in this city. I just want to say, like, the hair game,
totally
incredible.
They have a very I would say like playful personality, like playful and joking personality, like definitely big, like, friend next door kind of person. But they always seem to have like, like the hands that looks like someone who works with black powder all the time is always like caked underneath the fingernails, smudged on their face. They wear this a leather apron that has various little tools stuck in the front of it. And I think like they also have like a monocle that they wear that has like one of those little magnifying glass monocles.
Oh, okay. Like almost like a jeweler's loop, something.
Yeah.
They turn around, sort of trying to smudge some powder off of their face, but just getting more onto it. Turns to you and says, Lucy, you are welcome to lunch, as always. Buddy, turning to the ventriloquist dummy, you ate your happy ass outside.
Lucien sticks his head into the doorway, then looks at the little ventriloquist dummy. Well, you heard her, buddy. This lunch is just gonna be a solo affair, just me and you. Oh man, Lucien, I guess I'm gonna go back and drown my sorrows in some varnish. No, you really shouldn't do that. You know you have a drinking problem. A drinking problem? I can't even drink! Where does it all go? Probably into your hollow leg. Oh! And he stuffs the dummy into his bag and walks into the room.
Damn, I thought we were just about to get Lucian's and Buddy's type 5 right there.
Don't think he hasn't worked on his type 5.
Liz, you know I adore you, but God, I hate that doll.
Well, if it's all the same to you, the doll doesn't hate you.
I mean, I do feel a little better. It's not going to try and murder me in my sleep.
Oh,
Right.
no, don't worry. I would never do that to you.
I appreciate you were trying to make me feel better.
I hope it's working. And he sets the little tiny like basket on top of the counter, opens it up, and pulls out like a tiny little wrapped up dish and slides it over to them. And inside is a nice salad with some chopped up vegetables, some croutons, and some various chicken and little like bacon crumbles in there. I decided to do a little bit of change. I know I normally bring a sandwich, but this time I decided to bring a salad. You know what they say about salads, right?
They're rabbit food, and you're a rabbit.
Darn, that was going to be what I was going to say. That was the punchline. You stole the punchline from me.
Still got it.
You got me again, Rip. And he pulls out his salad, unwraps it up, and sticks a fork in and takes a bite. I heard that you recently had some kind of thefts that occurred here. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm having some issues with our regular shipments. It all got squared away, though. Appreciate you asking. Yeah, we'll just have to. We had to change routes, change drivers. But thank you, though.
Of course.
Yeah, nothing
I
to
mean-
concern yourself with.
Oh, well, you are a friend. I have to place some concern upon you. You know, this is your livelihood. People are stealing from you that could affect you in many ways.
appreciated.
Also, where would I get my black powder for my various experiments into homeotherapy and skin grafting?
Is that what you're using it for?
Yes.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Well, would you like me to explain how I use it? Because I could.
Absolutely not.
Fair. Also, if you have a moment of your time, have you heard about the... Actually, question, would Lucien know about the big event that's happening in the city? The gala?
I'm gonna say... Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna do some rolls or something. That's no fun. Yes, sure.
Well, I also heard about the gala that's happening. You know, a lot of movers and shakers will be going to it.
I would assume as much.
And, well, you being one of the foremost business acumen folk in here, they probably would expect you to make a presence, perhaps.
Oh, no. I just run the shop. Mama would be the one who, is more of the face of the family. She goes to those things. I just stay here.
Why?
Well, there's a lot of work to be done, and we can't sacrifice the business just because, someone has to go to a big fancy party. And I hate parties.
Well, you hate parties.
I hate parties.
Darn. That goes against my master plan.
What master plan?
My master plan was going to be a whimsical little joke where I lower your, tension and then say, hey, would you like to attend a gala with me? But you hate parties, so that's a no.
I mean, if the company was good and... Do I have to dress up?
What would you account as dressing up? Because I was just going to wear what I normally wear.
Well, you always look nice, though. If a little macabre.
He then takes his hands, puts them on his chin, and leans on the countertop, but his face is completely stoic. Did you say I look nice? And he flutters his eyelashes.
You know you look nice.
I know I look nice, but I like hearing it from you.
Yes, you look nice.
Yes. He does a little right there in front of them.
I could see if Mama would allow me to go in her stead.
Wonderful. I would look forward to it. He takes a bite of his salad and boops their nose.
Don't you...
Boop.
You're lucky you give me a lot of business. Starts digging into their salad.
And you hear
That's
from
a little smile on their face.
You hear from the back. Can I come too? I'll be a great day. Ah!
Continue to eat their salad.
That's it.
Lucien already kind of scared me. Lucien terrifies me now.
Then I done it.
No, listen, once you get to know him, he's great.
I'm horrified.
I'm enjoying the ventriloquist bit, but I did just realize, what if Buddy's awakened? It's not a bit, and Buddy is just alive.
Don't say that. Alex, don't say that. Alex!
Man, I want to do my bit, but I don't want to get TOS'd. Just imagine what is in my hand. I'm just gonna...
The form may die, but the soul lives on!
Someone else, please.
I'll
Start
go.
a scene.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, no, you can go if you want.
You can go.
Okay.
If you really want to.
Okay, I'll go. We'll fight about it later. I'll go. Zeke has had to be around a lot of people in the last couple of days and needs to unwind. So is gonna go to his little haunt, his little hole in the wall bar, and sit down and talk with Noah for a little bit.
Noah. Can you describe Noah for us?
Yeah, so Noah is about the same age as Zeke and Lucien, half elf. Because I guess me and Wally are just doing all of the same things. But half elf, a little rough around the edges, but sort of like copper skin and like blonde, like very light blonde, like long hair, and just oozing charisma, but also kindness. Is just an incredibly sort of kind person. Noah has never met a stranger, I think.
I like it. Yeah. Zeke walks in. There's maybe like a handful of other patrons. It's not like a lunch rush or anything. But behind the bar, doing the quintessential, wiping out of some glasses, is Noah, who has a bright smile when Zeke walks in.
There is, at the end of the bar, a bar stool that is larger than the rest and has, like, reinforced bits that Zeke has put on it.
Zeke made his own bar stool.
He's so big and he kept breaking them and he felt bad, so he just made his own. Away from everyone else, sits at the end of the bar.
Noah walks over. You look a little glum today.
It's been a long couple of days.
Drink to cheer you up? On the house?
Sure.
Usual? Or are we feeling adventurous?
I'm rarely feeling adventurous.
Alright then. Guess your usual. What's your usual, Zeke?
It's whatever the local, like, house ale is.
Surprisingly enough, it's a little peppery. I wonder why. It's a nice ale.
How have you been?
Fairly busy, actually. A lot of, it's that season. We are the haunt for those that want that secret special local spot.
Good.
You sure you're alright?
Oh, just thinking.
Need to think out loud?
If you don't mind.
Never.
I went on a job a few days ago. And we met up with some other allies, I guess. Friends seems way too strong. It got a little messy.
Oh.
I mean, everyone on our side is okay. I mean, you know, Lucy. Yeah, imagine having more than one of him in the room.
Stares off. 1,000-yard stare. I don't want to imagine. But alright, so you're well taken care of. Messy?
You know, I try my best not to leave too much of a trail of disaster in my wake, but when you get that many other people involved, you know, stuff happens. I feel bad about it.
Was there anything else you could have done?
Aside from somehow being able to control a bunch of people I don't know, no.
Well then, can't be too hard on yourself, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Tell you what. Goes over, slides a couple more drinks to some other, barfly patrons. Comes back, grabs their own little stool next to the bar. Sits down. Sounds like you might need a hand in dealing with some fiery personalities, eh?
Yeah, if we ever work together again. Lucy I can handle, but... Oh boy. You wouldn't believe some of these people. They're incredible.
That's a good thing, though, right? If they're on your side.
I hope so.
Alright. Pretend I'm one of them. Oh, give me a name. Any name. Who am I? What's my motivation?
You are the Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer, right.
And you're on the side of good, but you're also in it for your own gain, and there's some treasure involved. So
Oh, treasure.
yeah, we're supposed to
Alright.
return it, but you know,
But I'm the Silver Surfer, so I do as I please. Aha!
yeah.
Alright. Well. Alright, let's set the scene. We've acquired the treasure, and now you want to return it to its proper owners, and I, the Silver Surfer, want to take it for my own. Alright. Well, what have we here? Haha. I say we take this and sell it to the highest bidder. What do you say?
Now, Silver Surfer, you know that's not what we were here to do.
Haha, it may not be what you are here to do, but I, the Silver Surfer, meant to do it the whole time.
Now, when we took this job, we made a promise. Are you prepared to break that?
What sort of promise?
We
Promise of treasure? Yes, that promise has been fulfilled.
We promised to find the Duchess's treasure, the Duchess's treasure, and
Right? Oh no, good ad lib, yes.
and return it to her safely for a reward.
Ah, a reward, you say?
I can't promise that the reward is going to be better than the treasure, but we did swear to make sure this gets home safely.
Not bad. Tugging on the heartstrings and also tempting them with a little bit of other money. It's good. It's a good tack.
I really don't think that was good at all. No one's gonna believe that.
I did. I felt it. Deep within my silvery heart. I felt it.
Okay.
Feeling any better?
A little bit.
Good. That's the spirit. He's got a little bit of a smile. I see it in there somewhere. Oh, just a little one. Just a little side one. I'll take it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe another ale will change your tune.
You know
Push
I'm
another beer.
7 feet tall without the ears, right? 2 ales are not gonna get me anyway.
Grabs 3 more glasses, starts pouring.
You need bigger mugs.
Yes, you'd drink away your existential sorrows with your buddy Noah. You good? Anything else?
I'm good.
Aye. Hey, Silver Surfer. You're
You
up.
go into the scene of me just sneezing like crazy.
I couldn't say gold Gryffin, and that was the first place my brain went. Was like, okay, gold, a different element, silver, obviously.
Griffins. What do Griffins love to do? Surf. All right.
No, I didn't even get to Gryffin. I was like gold, silver surfer. There we are. That's it.
No, I think we open up on a scene of you are kind of in the point of view of Love Sparks opening up a door and seeing in this office fully papers up as if someone is reading them, but just a light snoring happening behind the papers on the desk.
You are sitting in your office, pretending to study, and fast asleep.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. I think, well, you don't know how much time's passed because you're asleep. But I think after a while, you feel a shove to your feet kicked up on your desk as your cousin stands before you with her hands on her hips.
And the business sales have gone up since then. Oh, hey, love. Didn't
Damn
see.
thing's upside down.
Hey, love. How are things?
What's your cousin look like?
Love Sparks is a orange tiefling, with kind of frohawk with braided sides. Has horns that come up from her sides but go forward. Did I say she's an orange tiefling? She's an orange tiefling. And her hair is white. Her pupils are also white. Well, like an off gray. and what shoved me was her prehensile tail, which is a very thick tail.
Oh no, she's hot.
And yeah, so very much she is very on a scale of like full tomboy to girly girl, she's like in the middle of that.
Okay.
But and she has like slightly pointed ears with her teeth are a little bit sharper than.
And they are slightly bared at you right now, as she caught you sleeping literally on the job.
Hi.
Another night out carousing? Catching up with you?
You know me, knowing how to put my best face forward for the family.
Yes. Sometimes I think the face is all you have putting forward. You know there's supposed to be a brain behind it, right?
There is a brain behind it, but just these people don't care about what's going on in my mind. They just care that I care about their money and prospects.
You left the musicale an hour in.
Yes, to appear more mysterious. I know how the game is played, love.
Well, what sort of game are you playing then?
The one that can do whatever I want as long as I can. Because your uncle, well, my uncle, your father, is very pushy.
Oh, and I wonder why.
I couldn't tell you. You're his daughter.
Yes. And he expects that both of us will take over the family estate. And yet here you are, just wheedling your way through life. Do you have any intention to actually buckle down and do anything with this estate?
Look, he just throws down the paper. I know this business in and out. I don't know why he keeps on putting me in here to just study all of the business dealings when I know the people. I know what's going on with them, and I'm not missing anything.
You are an hour late for a meeting with one of those business people.
Just like pushing over the paper and like looking at the sundial. I don't know, how do we tell time here?
We have clocks, it's fine.
We have clocks? It's
We
like
got clocks, we have clockwork, we have guns. Yeah, we have mechanical things, we're good. I
then
covered for you.
why didn't you say that first?
I wanted to watch you squirm. It was extremely amusing. But you can't do that.
Look, it was with one of the minor guilds, right? It was with what the
Artisans.
exactly.
You call the Artisans Guild a minor guild within the city? You're lucky it wasn't the Fireworks Guild.
They've been quiet lately.
Yeah, they've got some internal things to be working out, you know, and some of the thefts and all that. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
So what did the artisan guild want?
To speak with you, mainly.
Yes, but you are as much of a head of the family as I am, so what did they want to say to us?
Their grievances, mainly. And make sure that you would be in attendance at the masked gala.
Yes, the masked gala. That is tonight.
It's
Yes,
in 3 days.
Hmm?
It's in 3 days.
Oh, it's in 3 days. Okay, so we have time. I have time. That's fine.
I'm going to allow you the rest of the day to reset your clocks, both external and internal. And I need you to be on your toes in 3 days' time. You may know the ins and outs of this estate, but with your nightly activities, we might not have much of an estate left once my father passes it on to us.
Well, how about you? Have you been on your hooves about finding a suitor?
I'll find a suitor when you find one. How's that?
No. You can't. Look, I have a pick of the crop. I am very, very
And
charismatic.
I don't. Who turned down 3 marriage proposals last time?
Yeah, after I turned down 5.
2 of those did not count.
What do you mean 2 of them didn't count?
They were twins. You thought they were the same person.
And I rejected them both. So I think that's a 2. That's not a 2 for 1. That's a 1 for 2.
I'm going to exit this office now, and I'm going to attempt to move on with my day. Seriously. Get it together.
Besides today, when have I ever let you down?
Well, about 6 and 20 years ago, you were born.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
the next year after that, and she's just sort of backing up out of the room at this point.
I'm just gonna throw like a cup.
She definitely dodges and slams the door in your face. Oh, well, we'll have to wait for a gala and a flashback to your investigation of the crates next time, because we're wildly over time. But we got a little character exploration in there, friends. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. We're gonna fly through some stars and wishes, and then we will nominate someone for the very important token dispersal. Why don't we start at the top with Van?
It's me, Van. My token is my token. You just said token, and I was like, tokens, yes.
I got
My
tokens
token.
on the brain.
My star is going to go to the thing I hated the most about this session, which is the fucking ventriloquist dummy. I can't believe you would do this to me.
It's so terrifying.
I said
I am
specifically
hurt,
during character. I said
I am
when we're giving out.
offended.
I said I'm getting a talking doll.
I am
said talking doll.
honestly
They did too.
devastated. No, I love it. I love the bit. I think ventriloquist dummies are horribly terrifying, but in the best way. And yes. I respect the choice and I love it. And I'm gonna take it before anybody else can. So ha. No, I think it was great. I think it was fun. I think that the characterization of it is just so fucking like classic ventriloquist that I can't not recognize it. So yes, well done. And also I hate it.
Yeah.
Good job. But
Well
I
done.
hate
Thanks.
it.
Good job.
I hate it, but in the good way. Does that mean anything?
That makes
that
sense.
mean anything?
That makes sense.
Dude, I fucking hate it. But also it's incredible. So yes, that's
Wait till they start doing a full dance number with a full stoic face, just like
No.
Yes,
that.
yes, yes. That will also get my star, my wish. I don't know. I mean, my wish forever has just been like put Zeke in social situations and watch him flounder. My real wish is somebody is going to have to come to Zeke and tell him, "Hey, we have to go to this party."
Oh, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
And I really want to play that out. Because that's going to be a moment. I don't think it's going to be a long extended scene, but I think it's going to be a moment.
I love it. Anything else for you, Van?
No, I just want to reiterate that I hate Buddy.
Yeah.
I hate
Oh,
him.
Buddy loves you!
I
God.
think
Dear
Zeke has accepted him
God.
as part of the family and loves him. Because that's what he does. But I want you to know that I hate him. And at the first opportunity, he's fucking done. Zeke loves him like a brother. Because he is. But
I don't want
fucking
to
burn him.
over-investigate that. That statement is possibly more terrifying than anything that's been said so far.
Zeke
my
loves his
star
brother very much.
for Van is quite obviously the entire practicing interactions with Noah and of course Silver Surfer. I mean, come on, that's just thank you for that.
Zeke is stressed. He's really
Val.
stressed.
Well, I had both the stars I was going to give out stolen in a 5-minute window, so
Yeah.
I'm still going to give my star to Forge / Ezekiel for that scene, because that was a very I was cracking up at the Silver Surfer, so that was very good, and I don't know why the Bunny Boy is so sad, but I want to fix him. So
Love our sad bunny boy.
You can fix him.
because my initial wish was going to be a hate wish for Wally for the.
Oh, don't worry. We'll burn Buddy.
My wish is that Buddy is incinerated.
Well, yeah,
in
no.
flames.
My initial star was going to be a hate star for that, but my wish is going to be I want Buddy to end up as a villain somehow.
I am way ahead of you.
I want to fight Buddy.
Awakened puppet. Don't do that to me
Way
specifically.
ahead of you.
Well, it's done.
Bring
I made the
him
wish.
to me.
Bring him to me.
Oh my god, that was
That's-
what Dylan playing.
A zillion years
Curse of
ago.
Strahd was playing Piddlewick.
In an
Yeah.
offline game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring him
Them
to me.
He just wanted to murder things with that puppet.
But I had like a
God.
10-foot walking speed and so couldn't get it.
just this creepy
Slowly.
ventriloquist dummy.
God.
Just bring them
That's
to
even more
me.
terrifying. It's just like, the horror movie slow walk. Like,
Oh my god, it was amazing.
That was OG Megan. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like to think that that's some of the inspiration for
For Meg was
Mithrigan.
watching our stream.
Yeah.
Our stream.
Hey, James Wan, I see you.
I'm on to you. I know you're in the chat, lurking.
I know you're there.
lurking.
But that's
Oh.
mine. Those
I
are my
love
wishes
it.
and stars.
My star to Jean and Maven this evening. To Jean for, yes, we got immediate fucking episode 2. Yeah! But also, fuck you for a wish scroll.
I did
honestly,
figure
fuck
out-
me
That was
for
you.
a wish scroll.
Fuck you,
So
Sid.
here's the thing.
You
At
have
level
to-
14, I can just use that scroll. So I just got a power level. Gotta get some crush bone belts. Gotta crank out some levels so that
Just go to the forest and start grinding.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's right.
Just hunting every bear that's out there, just like,
No, these are Dragon Age bears. You're gonna die.
uh-oh.
Oh no.
Anything else for you, Val?
No, that's me.
Alex.
Oh gosh. I mean, it came in under the wire, but I think my star is going to go to the cousins for bragging about how many marriages they rejected. That's a fun dynamic that I want to see more of. And then wish.
We're just too hot.
They're just too hot.
Wish is, gosh. Yeah, I want to see how Jean and Delilah, I'm not going to say that Jean's going to be the one to fuck it up, but I want to see how that relationship gets fucked up down the line. How does that go wrong?
Sean
If you only knew my plans.
and Delilah get fucked.
Do you want to find out why the
that's
sad boy
approximately
is so
what you
sad?
said, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
exactly it. So
Get fucked. Oh. My star for Alex was just starting the whole line of the build of the pigs and just not knowing what to do with pigs as the new head of the property. It was very amusing, and I enjoyed myself. I hope you did too.
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Can I put another wish into the universe?
Yes.
I put it in chat, but romance both the cousins.
On it.
I
Challenge
knew it. I
accepted.
knew it. Lucien, you want to romance
No, Lucy's a huge slut.
both the cousins and see the fallout? Because I want to see the fallout from that.
Yes. They're gonna be at the party.
Send them both letters in advance asking them to the party, and then deal with the consequences after. Do
Works every time.
Do a Bernie.
This is a problem for future.
Do a Bernard.
Lucian.
No, that was Grover.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
that
that
was
was Grover.
Grover.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, that was.
Pull a Grover.
Although again, Bernie also trying to get with everyone, so I understand.
Listen, he was the secret
No.
French Prince of America. He thought it was his right.
Bernie was a sweet cowboy who
Boy,
would
what
never
an
do
American.
anyone wrong.
Yep. What
he
an
thought it
American.
was his right.
Grover, however, would invite both of his girlfriends to the same party and not tell them they were there. So
Yep.
there's your inspiration. Because they're both legends.
Yep.
Only I could be that much of a legend in real life.
Listen, we'll get you there.
Alex, the king of bad dates.
Do you mean Alex, Prince of America?
Yes.
Yeah.
French Prince
King of awkward
America.
romantic situations. I love it.
Incredible. Thank you, Alex. Wally.
My star go. Oh man, I gotta give it to AJ Virgil. I love that scene of just Virgil asleep and just getting dunked on. It was so great, and it was also it was a very nice a very, very nice peek into the secret identity thing of Virgil. And once again, I'm going to be forever comparing superheroes to everyone, and it just enhances the whole Green Arrow thing in my mind for Golden Gryphon, where he's this charismatic superhero, but he also runs a business that he has no no focus on, because he's focused on the other life. And you kind of slowly seeing the two sides starting eventually the two sides are going to clash with each other. And I'm really looking forward to see how that develops. So that's my wish, right? That's my star right there. My wish, since it was said, I just want to see more peeks into Lucien's slutty life because we put it out there in the universe. You know, Lucien fucks. You know, so hey, that's my wish. Yeah.
I'm just putting as your wish, Lucien fucks. Because I'll remember what that means in 6 sessions. I'll look back at my notes and be like,
I am positive between now and 6 sessions from now, we will have reminded you what that means.
Fair. Wally, my star, again, we've discussed the buddy. But no, I am actually going to give you a star for the creation of Piss Boy. Because I don't even remember what the line was, but it was fucking terrifying. And very much warranted someone pissing themselves.
That is going to come back. I have plans for Piss Boy. That's a really weird thing to say now that I reflect on it.
I've got plans for you, Piss Boy.
It is, by and large, not the weirdest thing we've ever said on this channel.
No,
Somebody
it really
clip
isn't.
it.
No.
Somebody clip it right now.
I have plans for Piss Boy.
Val, Van, do you have your piss
Did
boy
you just
in
call me
there?
Val?
Yes,
I
did.
do have my Piss Boy.
Wait, what?
No, Piss
It's a drawfy thing.
Boy's a Drawfee character.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Look at him. He's so sad. You made him sad.
Why you sad, Piss Boy? Don't you know? Life may be fleeting, but you just gotta have hope.
I'm gonna
Just
throw,
give me the chance to blow up that doll, Sid.
Just
please.
gonna throw Buddy into the wood chipper.
Alternatively,
when the vessel dies, the soul lives
Oh, Sid, we can't hear you.
alternatively, give Zeke the chance to have Piss Boy, and him and Buddy can have a great conversation.
Oh boy.
Dear God, no.
Turn Piss Boy into a is that what Lucien does? Is turn his victims into dolls?
Piss Boy
Into puppets.
is Buddy. Dear God.
Oh, no.
Anything else for you, Wally?
No, that's it.
AJ.
Look, I am creeping out everyone in this game, and that was a
Yes.
personal goal I set for myself, and I am winning. I am winning D&D.
I might have to fight Black Saad.
Yeah. You might.
I might have to fight him. God. You know, my star for Jean for putting in the dog just because they had to not be as suspicious of drawing Delilah. Just it's like, yeah, I had to draw that dog too. There's nothing more into that. Nothing more. Stop looking into it.
Sid had me on my toes during that scene.
It's only gonna get worse.
And you know, I was gonna say it before you typed it out. I was gonna say my wish is to romance Zeke. Romance the big bunny. But I also made Love really hot. Like while you guys were talking, I was making her Hero Forge, and I was just like, damn,
Oh.
why did I make my cousin hot?
Oh, so the opposite of what I said. Both of the cousins try to romance Zeke.
I have plans.
Oh.
Uh-oh, Jean. Oh, no. Uh-oh, Jean. Hey!
Uh-oh, Jean.
Oh, Jean.
Uh-oh, John, you're about to witness someone
Everyone
else getting
tries to
flirted
romance. Everyone romancy. That's,
Yes.
that's
As
what I
a
want.
as a character, as a player, bring it.
Yes!
Bring it.
Yes. Excellent. Oh,
I mean, I had to make Mob hot because Sid was fighting her, so.
Hey. My star for this evening, AJ. I don't know. It's either got to be like making your super hot cousin, or quite possibly like just whacking a dude upside the head and knocking him on the floor. Just. I don't know why that was so funny, but it was. I just take out my quarterstaff and bam. Thank you for that. All right, we're wildly over time, but let me take a peek at our list here. Basically everything that was said tonight. Got it. I think, as much as it pains me to say, I think it's gotta go to fucking Wally for the goddamn buddy. Fuck. I hate it. I
mean,
hate
alternatively,
this.
you can
Bitter
also
in my
give me
mouth.
you could give me another token.
No more tokens for AJ. All right, it's going to Wally. Take your terrifying token. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. You, specifically, you. I'm talking directly to you. Yes, me, Sid, connecting with you over the internet. We shall be back live on the channel.
Val, quick.
Glasses. We're way too cool for the internet, but we'll be back on the internet, scheduled at 11 o'clock Eastern on Saturday. So you should come check it out, because we've got some more gosh darn 3 to play. But until then, thank you for joining us. Thank you for Z. Probably is just gone. Thank you for the loot drop, Z. Thank you. And until next time, a good game.
And big balls.
And good night, internet, AJ. Jesus.
Oh, I thought we were
God.
doing the wipeout outro.
No.
Oh,
What? No. Good night.
big balls.